Okay, we're going to go ahead and try this again. It didn't work out the first time when I was actually working on the car. That's how live video action is. And we're not even live here on my fucking phone. I pay $175 a month for internet service out here. That's what I pay. Are we live? Okay. So it says we're live. It says we're live. I don't know what the connection's giving us. Once again, I pay, let's go ahead and get that up. I pay $175 a month for internet service out here. Now, when I was in Dallas, I paid, I think it was $72 a month for high-speed fiber wire internet. And it worked streamless, didn't have any problems with it, nothing happened. Out here, I'm paying $175 a month, and it's Wi-Fi internet, and they claim that I got the fastest downloading and uploading abilities capable for my money that I'm paying, and everything is working 100% perfect. Well, maybe they need to watch some of my videos when I'm trying to do a live video, because the only place I can do it is basically right here or in my office. So we got Derek Lovesets, we got Roger Goodman, Ed Kane Main, we got Chris, Dino Ford, Sean, and Canadian guy. How y'all doing? It's Independence Day, people, in America. That doesn't mean in Canada that you can celebrate it. You can if you want. That would be nice to support America. But I don't think the 4th of July is only for American citizens and United States of America. We're not talking illegals that jumped the border or illegals that came through the border through mass millions of quantities. We're not talking about them. Don't celebrate it if you're one of those people. I know you're gonna, though, because our government's giving you everything for free. So here's my friend Pete working on Independence Day, the celebration of the American human being that was born and raised here and is independently not wealthy, that has to work every day, 7 days a week. We're going to go in the office a minute because I want to read you a page that I found, and it was all fact-checked to be 100% correct. We're going to go ahead and read that in a minute. But what am I working on? Well, you know what? We're going to peep through the door over there because I can't go over there and film because my $175 a month internet won't let me. So is it a happy 4th of July today? No, not really. No, it's not. I think you can already tell that. I'm working on this thing here, the yellow banana bombshell. Now, what we're doing on this car, I'm going to go ahead and let you know, is we are painting this car. We are not stripping this car to bare metal. I was not commissioned or paid to strip it to bare metal. Everywhere that I have sanded on this car, I have found Bondo on it. This thing has Bondo all over the car. If I was to strip this car down to bare metal, it would be 2.5 to 3 3/4 times more money to actually paint the car. You can see I've already removed the fenders. That wasn't part of the deal. I'm going to take the hood off, the trunk lid off. That wasn't part of the deal. We got to paint the inside out of this vehicle. I'm going to paint the back side of the hood, the bottom side of the trunk, and look close on them fenders. I'm going to have to prep those up. Those things are rotted surface rust. I'm going to paint those with Pour 15. That wasn't part of the deal. Everything that you see right here where my finger's touching, okay, that all has to be repainted because it's surface rust rot. I took the fenders off the vehicle. The right-hand headlight bucket is rotted and rusted, so it was a good thing that I did take the fenders off. I found rust in both of the fenders. Now, that was part of the deal that if I find rust, I will fix the rust. And overall minor bodywork without stripping the vehicle down. So what you're looking at here now, I've been working 3 days on it. I got up this morning at I was actually up around 3:45. I actually started working around 6:30 on this. And this is what we're doing now. We are getting the top prepped up. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. And you can see where I found some imperfectional dents. And I had to fix it all the way across that top section of the hood. And what I'm doing now is I'm prepping it for primer ready paint. Does that make any sense? That means that I am block sanding this and doing all the body work to it to put it in primer that will be primer ready, or paint ready primer, I'm sorry. Since this has paint on it, and the paint is actually in good shape for a base to repaint it, the car has been painted twice. This car was originally maroon, and then the owners of the vehicle, when the owner was very young, her and her dad painted the car yellow. I believe that's why. I don't know if they did or not. I really don't. I'm just going by what I speculate and think. They did painted it yellow, and then she drove it through high school, and then it was parked for 20 years. No, it's not a happy 4th of July, but yeah, we'll go with that. Somebody just left a comment. So then 20, 25 years, we've done massive mechanic work to it. We changed out the rear end of the vehicle. The rear end has been changed out to a posi rear end. It's got a disc brake front end on it with upper and lower tubular control arms now. We had to go through the engine, and we had to put a low car floor shifter in it. If you look real close in the car, you can see that the car has the original 3-speed stick shifter in there, the H on the column shifter, and we had to do a lot of stuff to it. The car does run. It doesn't run perfect. It still needs major tuning up and getting running. And it also needs a lot of other stuff that was not calculated for. Listen to me, people. This is the real deal. This is a domino effect. You start on one thing, you find something else, it leads into this, it goes back to that. You're going to end up purchasing this to fix that. And by the time you're done, you got $30,000 in a fucking car that's going to sit in your garage with a car cover on it because you don't want to drive it. Do you see that? Look, I'm not taking the cover off today. We're not looking at it. But there it is, sitting there because I am working on this and I don't want dust to get on that. So whatever you do and however it goes, if you plan on spending $1, if you think you're going to spend $1 on your car, you better plan on 25 because that's what it's going to take. When I first talked to the owner of this vehicle, we looked the car over, I checked it out, and he said, how much do you think it's going to cost? $8,000, $9,000? I said, you're lucky to get out at $18,000 to $20,000 when it's all done. He thought I was joking and kind of was shocked when he see that I wasn't laughing, and his father-in-law was standing there and pretty much agreeing with me that it would be around a $20,000 job to basically paint the car. Now, when I say paint the car, let me go ahead and explain it to you, okay? Let me go ahead and explain it to you because this is all leading up to the main story. So, when I say paint the car, first of all, when you paint this car brand new, are you going to put all the old rubber back on it? Are you going to put all the old chrome trim that is cracking and peeling and looks like shit back on it? Are you going to put the old door seals that are rotted and deteriorated back on it? Are you going to put the grill that's aluminum grill that's anodized that's the original grill that's faded out, chalky looking and ugly? No, you're not. Are you going to put these fenders back on the car looking like this? Look at the bottom of those fenders. Look at them. Are you going to put the taillights back in with the old original lens and the old original aluminum trim that goes around the taillights? You're not going to do that. So now you understand why it costs $20,000. Not because you're paying me $20,000. How much money is my friend Pete going to make on this profit? Let me tell you how much money I'm going to make on this profit to do everything that I'm doing to it. My profit on this car, and any body shop guy out there, a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and use a name because I've seen detailed pictures of his shop and what he does. There's a guy on Facebook, his name is Lyle Lanes. And I believe he has a shop in his garage at his house. I don't know. It looks like a concrete building. He really doesn't show much, but he does have a lot of cars in there that he's working on. So for all the major work that we're doing to this car, and this guy's going to spend around $20,000, my friend Pete's going to make a big whopping. Are you ready for this? $2,500 to $3,200 profit. $2,500 to $3,200 profit. If you don't believe me, get online, put in 1962 Nova, start buying all the parts, and start pricing out all the paint supplies and the electricity and the air compressor usage and all the sandpapers and everything that it takes to do this job, and you will see that the profit to completely restore this car like I'm doing, not stripping it to bare metal, you're going to make between $2,500 and $3,200. I've been doing this for 50 years. 50 years I've been doing this, people. I started doing this kind of work when I was 13, 14 years old. I know how much stuff costs. I'm going to show you something. I have the original spray gun that I bought when I was 15 years old that I still use to this day. I still use this gun. This cost me, when I was 15 years old, I paid, I believe, $189 for this Binks number 7 spray gun. Right there. Now, I don't know if that's I got like 5 or 6 of them that I bought, so I don't know if that's the authentic original. I think that one there is another one, but that gives you an idea what's going on. So that's basically what's going on here, restoring this car. Now, this is all leading up to a situation, and we're going to go in the office and talk about it here in a minute. But if you think that somebody tells you that it costs $20,000 to restore that car, and the guy that did it made $15,000 or $10,000, forget it. All right? No, he didn't. What you see done here, we got fenders, the hood is ready for primer, and I'm working on the top now. That's 3 days of work, people. 3 days. Oh, and taking the glass out, which I wasn't supposed to do. And here's the glass right here, and over there. There's the trim sitting on the glass. And here's my car that I should have never painted. I wish I wouldn't have painted it. But I did, so I can't bitch and complain, and it's a beautiful car. But you see, it's parked in the garage. It's got a car cover on it. And, yeah, that's what happens when you spend $25,000, $30,000 restoring a fucking car. And then we got people out there that actually have cars like that. They have cars like that like mine, but they don't have a garage or anywhere to put it in. So hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. I got to go get my other phone and set the camera up. almost done, people. You want live? You want a live video? This is live, bitch. Okay? So you're just gonna have to, you know, go with the flow. Okay, before we go any further, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I don't know if a lot of people out there realize this. We got a lot of people that watch my videos that are smartasses and loudmouths and think they know everything. So I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody that I am self-employed. I don't work for somebody. Nobody pays me my check. So I try to do what I can to make money. And that doesn't include drugs. I don't sell drugs and I don't do illegal activity. So everything I do is legal. So I'd like to do a little advertising of what I got for sale. And hopefully maybe somebody out there might see the need of having some of my friend Pete's personal artwork, custom artwork. And if you are interested, give my friend Pete a call. The phone number will be in the description. I'm very easy to find on the internet. Southwest Rod and Custom, Southwest Paint and Body. I mean, you know, I get calls every day. So if you're interested in some of my artwork, call me and let's get this out to you. Let's go ahead and look at it real quick. Then we'll get back to the real deal of what fucking Independence Day is all about. So if we walk over here, we can see beautiful artwork. We got the trucks. All right, trucks are very popular nowadays. We got a Camaro. I do have a guy I think's interested in the Camaro. I haven't talked to him in a while. If I don't hear from him, I will go ahead and resell that, but I believe he still wants it. I don't know. I got the Cadillac. This is wrapped in plastic. 59 Cadillac fins. And all these have to be framed. And then what I'm going to start doing, pet pictures. We're going to call them Pete's Pet Pictures. And here's an example. I got my 3 lovely dogs that were in my life that will always live with me forever in my memories and heart and soul. And I am going to custom frame those so I can hang them up and look at them. And then I also have one here that belongs to a guy that wanted me to make a picture of his dog, and then I'll frame that. And then I will make a video of only these, because I sure would like to start doing this for people that have their pets and make beautiful pictures. These are all printed on aluminum, by the way, and they're very durable. And then what we do over here, for people that don't know, we go ahead and custom frame them. And here's one that's custom framed. And here's another one that's custom framed already. And there's one of some Cadillacs. I had a guy interested in the Cadillac ones, and I don't know what happened to him, so I guess he's not interested anymore. And then I got some more pictures over here that, if you're interested, these are landscape pictures. Here's one right here, beautiful picture. And then I got other landscape stuff in here. And so if you're interested in any of these people, please support my friend Pete. I don't ask for PayPal money. I don't ask for GoFundMe. I don't ask for Patreon. I don't do any of that bullshit. I don't play that game because I am a poor man walking. Did you just hear what I said? Look at the title of this video, and you will see why I said that. I am a poor man walking. I am not rich. Money talks, poor people walk, plain and simple. The old saying used to be money talks, bullshit walks, but not anymore. See, this is the real deal. When I moved out here, when I first moved out here to Moab, Utah, I worked my ass off for 40 years, 7 days a week, anywhere from 5 hours on the weeks, 5 hours on the weekends to 10 or 12 hours on the weekends to 8 to 16 hours a day during the week. So I was working, I wouldn't say 100%, but 95% of my life has been a working machine. I like to stay busy. I'm not complaining about that. I like to stay active with what I do. I don't like to sit around and be a fucking rock. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say a rock, go to my other YouTube channel, My Friend Pete, and watch the latest video that I just posted. You'll understand. I don't like to waste my time. I believe that people should stay busy all the time. And when you're lazy and laying around, that's when the depression starts setting in. But we're getting offline here. Once again, when I moved out here, my goal was to semi-retire. Our faithful government made it to where even though my shop is paid for, my house is paid for, the property I'm sitting on is paid for because of 40 years of hard labor, I still have to work every single day. And that includes Saturday and Sundays. This year, me and Minnie have went out maybe twice adventuring. We've been out twice, maybe 3 times adventuring. We've taken the Razor out 1 time this year. We've taken our little motorcycles out. I think we've only taken those out twice. One of them was, I'm talking now, when I say we only went out 1 time this year, that means like for the summer or for late spring, summer. We only went out 1 time. And that was in search of a abandoned mine that I found on Google Earth, which we did find. It turned out to be a dead end, but anyway. So, I am a poor man walking. You are a poor man walking. They claim that Independence Day stands for all kinds of stuff, including the independence of you and me. To do what we want to do, to go out and enjoy life and to make the best of it and have what they used to call the American dream. So when after 40 years, when I bought this property and my shop and my house, I was really relieved because I thought, man, I got these 5 or 6 cars to do that I'm bringing from Dallas, Texas, and then I'll be able to take it easy. I'll work on 1 car at a time. I won't have to have all these bills that I had. I'll be able to relax. I'll be able to go out and have fun. Bullshit. Bullshit. To this day, and I don't know how the hell this is. I really don't. Because when I was in Dallas, I had to make a minimum of $9,000 a month just to pay my bills for my shop and my house. My taxes were $7,000 at my shop, and they were $4,500 at my house. I had to pay that every year. So if you plan on moving to Dallas, Texas, and you think, well, I'm moving to Texas because they don't have state income taxes. Well, let me tell you something. Anything and everything else that can be taxed, they're going to charge you double, triple, quadruple of a state like Utah that charges you state income tax. So if you think you're going to go there and make more money, you're not. You'll probably make less money living in Texas, the state that doesn't have state income tax, versus Utah. Trust me, I know. I was there for a very long time. So I get out here and I finally got rid of the very last car that I brought here from Texas, which was the 67 Camaro. And it's gone. And let me tell you something, people. I am struggling more now today than I was fucking struggling when I first moved here. There ain't no independence of bullshit. The only independence for anybody in America is if you're filthy rich and you can do whatever you want. Now, I'm not cutting down the rich man. Actually, I am cutting down the rich man a little bit, and you're going to find out why. But I know several rich people that if you met them in person, you would not know they were rich. And they work just as hard, or I don't know if they work harder than me, but they work pretty fucking hard every single day of their life. And, you know, that is a human being that is not a poor man walking. He's a rich man walking that understands the poor man walking scenario. So when you hear money talks and poor man walks, I'm talking about you and me, the hardworking slave to the trade American that has to work on a day like this, which is Independence Day, that we're supposed to be celebrating the birth of the United States of America. Independence Day is nothing anymore. Independence Day is just another fucking day. And there's a lot of people out there just like me that are working right now and surviving, trying to get the money that they need to survive on. Every time I go to the grocery store, a minimum $75, minimum. And me and Minnie go to the grocery store 2 to 3 times a week. Minimum $75. Every time I fill my gas up, minimum $30, $40. Every time I go to the gas pump. Minimum $30 to $40. Did I say 30 to 40,000? Hell, it ought to be that way. A dollar does not go far anymore. You can't spend a dollar anymore. You walk into a 7-Eleven, what happened to the penny candy? There ain't no more penny candy. That little piece of penny candy that used to be a penny is now 50 to 75 cents. Who the fuck is going to pay 75 cents for a Jolly Rancher suck on my asshole piece of shit candy? Nobody. I was listening to Carly Simon, and the song that was on the radio was Things That Dreams Were Made Of. Things that dreams are made of. And what she's singing about is you can be free and do whatever you want because your dreams will guide you to the faithful land of everything in the world, and you don't have to worry about nothing, and free willing this and loving that and blah, blah. Wake the fuck up, bitch! The real world is in your face, telling you that you are a work ant. You are a fucking honeybee. The queen bee is sitting behind his desk, lavishing up what you are giving him. Ain't no dreams made this, or let's go to sleep and dream about it and wake up with everything we want in the fucking world. It's over. My first job was mowing lawns and shoveling sidewalks, snow. That's how I made money. I got the fucking lawnmower sitting over here in the corner. We're not looking at the lawnmower. I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm trying to say, nobody gave me shit. Carly Simon is the daughter of a very, very wealthy family. Her dad is a very famous, I don't know what he is anymore. I'm not going to look it up. But he is a very famous person. And this leads us into, okay, here's all these people, these purdy people, I call them purdy people. And they got everything and anything they ever want. And they don't know what it's like walking in my shoes. Look at my shoes. I want to show you something, people. Here's my shoes, okay? Here's my fucking shoe. Do you see it? Here, better off, I want to show you this. Okay, this is my shoe. Okay, because this is pretty people that don't realize this. Pretty people, rich people that don't fucking know. This is my shoe, okay? This pair of shoes costs $100. That pair of shoes is the only pair of shoes that I will wear for about 3 months, and I'll have to throw them away. But my feet hurt every fucking day when I sit down in the house and take my shoes off at night, because once I put these on at 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning, they don't come off of my feet until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Every fucking day. Inside this shoe, and you can see this is 2 months old. This was $65. This is a special insert to lift your arch up, to put your foot back in the position that it should be so you don't get bunions and your toes don't start doing that. Because right now, my toes are like that, right there. And if I don't start taking care of them, sooner or later, they're going to be like this. Does my friend Pete have the pretty people money to go get bunion fucking surgery? No, I don't. So I have to live with the pain and the fucking irritation of this toe rubbing on that fucking toe, and the hurtness that comes from it, and the calluses that I have to cut off with my fucking grinder, because Independence Day isn't sitting with me, pal. I was telling you these are like 2 months old. $65. So every 2 or 3 months I got to buy a brand new pair of these things. Pretty people that were raised into money, like we're going to use Carly Simon for an example, pretty much get anything and everything they want all their life. And that's their way of life. There's a song, I don't remember the name of the song, but it talks about walking in my shoes. You don't know what it's like walking in my shoes. And those type of people never will. So today, the pretty people are probably having big giant barbecues and celebrations and gonna go have buy thousands of dollars worth of fireworks and just have a beautiful time. And then the poor people, you and me, are going to be doing what I'm doing. Bitching and complaining, working their ass off, and basically barely surviving. This is because of our government. I got a little thing here I want to read you. And you make your own fucking mind up about it. Okay. Our political system is corrupt. They've been corrupt forever. I believe that our political system was created for the elite, pretty people, the filthy rich, to stay rich and to keep the poor down and to control the poor people so the poor people's money can be used in their benefit, not ours. That's what I believe, and I'm going to stick with my beliefs because that's the truth. And this has all been fact-checked. This is a fact-check situation. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. California Governor Gavin Newsom is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. Well, 99% of people already know that. Now, here's something else. Adam Schiff's sister is married to George Soros' son. Adam Schiff, one of the most evil, conniving, scumbag politicians that we have, that all he does is create chaos and create prejudice and war and destruction across America. And you people think you're voting for him? Do you really think these people are voted into office? Married to George Soros' son. John Kerry's daughter is married to a Mulhah's son in Iran. Look him up. I'm sure he's a piece of shit. Hillary Clinton's daughter, Chelsea, is married to George Soros's nephew. And if you haven't had a hunch who that is, those people that she's married to are related to the Rothschilds. If you had a hunch the news system was somewhat rigged as well, and you couldn't put your finger on it, this might help you solve the puzzle. ABC News executive producer Ian Cameron is married to Susan Rice, Obama's former national security advisor. Obama is a Muslim. Obama, to this day, is running this country right now. You believe what you want. I don't care. I am telling you right now, Obama is pulling the strings and running the country. He is the key to chaos. He wants the white man to hate the black man. He wants LGBTQ to be stronger than the heterosexual human being that only have two genders. He is the one that is creating worldwide chaos and taking our money, my money, your money, and giving it to foreign countries to cause foreign wars. If you haven't realized it by now, our faithful president is a puppet. That's what he is. He is only a face in the camera. That is it. When you hear people say, Joe Biden did this, Joe Biden did that, this president did, it ain't the president doing it, okay? It's not the president doing it. It's his cabinet. It's his party. Everybody behind him doing it. All he is a face on TV and on the poster. He is the poster child. Do you know that we don't have to be poor people? We don't have to walk. We can live just like the rich person if the government was actually for the people. The money, all the money that they have given Iran, not Iran, well, they've probably given money to Iran too. All the money that they have given to Ukraine, all the money that has been sent over to Ukraine could have been shimmied out to every U.S. citizen of the United States, and we can all say that we're millionaires. That money could have been used for, what do they call that housing? Affordable housing. That money could have been used to create jobs in America. That money could have been used to finish the wall that Donald Trump started. That money could have been used to send children to school that can't afford it. That money could have been used to create facts of what America really is and what an independent state stands for. But instead, we got people like this over here that are nothing but devils and Satan worshipers and haters and crime conviction, non-conviction thugs. CBS President David Rhodes is the brother of Ben Rhodes, Obama's Deputy National Security Advisor for Strategic Communications. Now, they've already mentioned Obama twice in this. That should tell you something. ABC News correspondent Claire Shipman, married to, here we go again, Obama White House Press Secretary Jay Carney. 3 times mentioned, 3 people married or related, 3 thugs that are connected and tied in to the system that controls you and me. ABC News and Univision reporter Matthew Jaffe is married to Katie Hogan. Wow, look at this. Obama's former deputy press secretary. That's four cabinet party members of the Obama presidency that are in control of what you and me do. ABC, did I already say that? ABC. No, this is another one. Wow, look at this. ABC President Ben Sherwood is the brother of Obama's former special advisor Elizabeth Sherwood. 5. And then we got CNN President Virginia Mosley is married to former Hillary Clinton's deputy secretary Tom Nides. Now, this has all been fact-checked. This is 100% true. The only one that's questionable is the one about Chelsea Clinton married to George Soros' son, because I thought that when I did my research many years ago, she was married to one of the Rothschilds. So everything else is, I'm telling you, that right there, what I just read you, that's Independence Day. Because they are independently taking over America while you and me are being shit down the toilet and flushed into the gutter. Look at me. Look at me, bitch. Look at me. Do you think a human being like me has any type of chance whatsoever to become a politician? Or even, let me go on further than that, become the president of the United States? It's bullshit. It's a farce. It's a scam. We are not invited to the party. We are not invited to the big barbecue at the White House or anywhere else that the rich man, parties down. The only thing we're invited to is right here, people. This is it. A hard day's work, and hope we can put food on our table and finish what we need to finish to pay our bills so we aren't homeless. And that is Independence Day for you. So if this wasn't a wake-up call for you and you think I'm full of shit, more power to you, pal. Because what you're seeing and what's going on right now in our country, and not just our country, but the world, is disgusting. Disgusting. It's a nightmare that we're living in, and there ain't no take your dreams and wake up and make them reality shit. It's over. That's what I did here. That's what I did right here. I took a dream that I had all my life. I made it become reality, and I still am a slave to the trade, and I'm still a poor man walking. I will work till the day I die. I guarantee you that. I will work till the day I die. And there's no doubt about it. I knew that when I was a very young child, when I woke up in the middle of the night, sweating like a pig, after having a nightmare of my boiler that was next to my bedroom door, this big giant boiler. I don't know if anybody knows what the boiler is for hot water heaters, but these things used to be humongous. They had insulation around them. I had a nightmare that the thing was coming after me, or I was going to be abominably sucked up in it. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was probably about 11 years old. And I knew from that moment on, whatever the fuck I wanted in life and whatever I had to do or need, I was going to have to work my ass off for. Nobody was going to give me jack shit. I wasn't going to be one of these lucky dog motherfuckers that was going to have some rich uncle or rich grandpa die, or possibly parents die and leave me millions of dollars. That wasn't going to happen. I knew that. Okay. But I am proud that I work my ass off. And when I do a car like that and I only make $2,500 to $3,200, I don't give a fuck, because I am proud that I took a piece of nothing and made something out of it. Do I get pissed off? Yeah, I do get pissed off a lot. Am I jealous? No, I'm not jealous. Because my personal opinion, I have more in life than any rich motherfucker in the world will ever have. You can only spend so much money and buy so much stuff, and then it's done. You can't do anything else. You can only go around the world so many times, and it's over. I still can live my adventure and have my curiosity, okay, and my imagination. Whereas filthy rich people, they ain't got nothing. And that's one reason they're so destructive and evil, because they've already done everything and had everything in life. So now the only thing they can do is try to control and be the controller. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, on D.I.Y. Auto School. Hoping that YouTube won't take this video down or condemn it, which they probably will. Because you're going to say, well, it's freedom of speech. Not when you're on, not when you're talking on somebody else's property. You can stand on the sidewalk and do whatever you want, but you can't stand on their fucking grass. Oh, I'm sorry, greener grass. My grass is not here. I don't have grass. Their grass is greener than mine. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm going to ask you one more time. If you're interested in any artwork, I'm going to get on these as soon as possible and frame them. I'll make a little video of that. Contact my friend Pete. I don't ask for PayPal. I don't ask for Patreon. I don't ask for GoFundMes. I don't ask for jack shit. If I ask for something, that means that you will get something back in return. Just like our faithful government should be giving us. When we do for them, they should do for us. Don't be blindsided. Don't be brainwashed and think that our government is doing good for us. They're not. They're not.